Hi guys, this is Seth Farger for ATV.com, and I'm going to show you how to change the belt on a Polaris General. You can make this repair if you happen to be stranded along a trail or you break a belt out in the dunes and you have a spare, and you can do it with just a factory supplied toolkit. Before we jump in here, you're going to want to retrieve this tool from your factory toolkit. It's a multi-purpose shock and clutch tool that we'll be using to separate the sheaves and be able to get the belt off.
Begin by removing the hose clamp securing the intake hose to the clutch cover. Then remove the 8 bolts securing the cover to the clutch housing. Insert the hook end labeled clutch into the hole on the sheave and pry away from you. The sheaves should separate, allowing you to gradually work the belt off. With the belt removed, it's important to check the clutch housing for any debris. This is particularly important if the belt came apart. You'll want to make sure and remove any chunks of the old belt and thoroughly clean the clutch sheaves prior to installing the new belt. Install the new belt on the primary clutch first and gradually work it around the driven clutch. We're using a Gates G-Force Redline belt that's designed specifically for higher displacement machines. You may have to use the tool to depress the sheaves again in the process. These belts utilize ethylene elastomer, a special compound specifically formulated to provide maximum compression stiffness, increase longevity, and improve heat resistance. Heat is a belt's greatest enemy, and the Gates G-Force Redline belt offers exceptional heat resistance and recovery without loss of power, even from temperatures as high as 338 degrees. Once the belt is installed, rotate the driven clutch several times to position the belt back up to the top of the sheaves. This is important so that the belt is in the right position the next time you start the machine up. You can accomplish the same thing by lightly revving the engine in neutral once you start the machine. Replace the clutch cover, bolts, intake hose, and tighten everything snugly.
And that's all there is to it. A fairly straightforward repair, easy to do in under 20 or 30 minutes. Shout out to Gates for supplying us the belt. Just make sure you break in the belt before you start climbing steep hills or going wide open. Check with your specific manufacturer for their recommended break-in period so you don't damage that new belt. And we'll see you on the trail.